Okay. Welcome, everybody, to today's meetup hosted by Our Ladies NYC and collaborating with Our Ladies Rome. Today, we'll be building a website in R, and it'll be a hands-on tutorial, and it'll be amazing, and we'll learn a lot. Before we get started, I'm just going to go through a few quick announcements on the Our Ladies NYC side, and then I'll hand it over to Our Ladies Rome. So just as a reminder, currently you are all muted, but once we get started with the tutorial, we'll let everybody unmute themselves as needed, and you can come off mute and ask questions. Although raise your hand first if you can, so that Federica can finish speaking and then answer your question. And just as a reminder, Our Ladies is dedicated to providing a harassment-free experience for everyone. So hopefully you've all reviewed a code of conduct, but let's just be respectful and mindful of everybody. Okay, so first and foremost, if your company is hiring, please do share your company and your role and how to learn more about the new position, either in the chat of this Zoom meeting, or you can join our Slack and post in the jobs channel. If you're not a member of our NYC Slack, then you can email nyc@ourladies.org and we'll get you set up with that. And Our Ladies NYC has a couple of events coming up this summer. More information about each event will be posted on Meetup in the future, but we do have our annual summer social, which is going to be in July, and that's in person. We'll also be doing something a little different. It'll be a hackathon of sorts, but also another opportunity to socialize, and that's going to be in August, also in person. And then we'll be holding our annual lightning talks in September, and that will be fully virtual. And just lightning talks are a great way to improve your presentation skills, and to work on any material that you might be interested in working on. They're very short presentations, and the applications are open to everybody, no matter what your experience level is with R. And those applications will open up in July as well. So that's everything that I had. I will stop sharing and I'll hand it over to Our Ladies Rome.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Rafaela, and I'm going to introduce our chapter. Our Ladies Rome, as a local chapter of Our Ladies Global, are dedicated to promoting inclusivity in our language community. Our monthly meetings provide a platform to discuss current trends and hot topics in R. Our Ladies Rome is a well-recognized community. From January 2023 to June 2014. We have hosted 24 events with more than 160,000 RSVPs and reached 1K members on Meetup. Here you can see our growth. The founder of the chapter is Claudia Vitolo and co-founder of Our Ladies Global. The organizers of the chapters are Federica Gazzelloni, hosted today, Silvana Costa, and me. And we are always open to new joiners. If you have interest, let us know by this link. And today workshop is led by Our Ladies Rome organizer Federica Gazzelloni. She's a statistician and actuary interested in machine learning application to health data. More about her ongoing projects and teaching experience can be found on her website, federicagazzelloni.com. So let's get started.
Thank you, Rafaela. Thank you, Dorota. So welcome, everyone. This today is going to be an hands-on session. So we are going to build up our new website or portfolio, as you prefer. The final destination of this website, it's free for you. So before to get started, I need to tell you about what is going to happen. So hopefully you all have R, a studio or VS Code, so an environment where you can work and build this website. If you have the latest version of R, you should have Quarto already installed on your machine. Otherwise, you can install it on quarto.org. And then we see. Also, there is section of this part of this build up of a website that is focused on storing all our codes and design of the website on GitHub. So GitHub is a version control, version saver environment. So it's a safe environment where you basically load all your scripts or your load or your code within a project. And then anytime you make a change, that change is recorded. So this will make sure that everything that you make will be saved, and then if you need it, you can reverse it, go back and put everything as it was. I like to be interrupted in case you have questions or would like to know how to do a customization. Obviously, okay, I didn't, so as I'm not a website expert, so I am naturally a statistician and everything, but Dorota, you are sharing something?
No, I don't know what this is.
Okay, so what is going to happen here that I'll show you how easy it is to build up your portfolio website and to customize and set up a design of your choice. Okay, so having said that, let's get started. I'll start sharing. If anything happened within the connection and everything, I apologize in advance. So I will reconnect in case something happened. Okay, so I'll share my entire screen. Okay, so here is my R. Before, okay, what we do is having a look at Quarto, okay? Because we are building up a website in R with Quarto, okay? And here is the website, quarto.org. And there is, if you need to, it's just been released, the latest version of Quarto, just a couple of days ago. So it's very straightforward in case you have an old version to download the latest version of Quarto, which is a CLI, which is a command line interface environment. So you act with Quarto on the terminal. Okay, but there is also an R package which is called Quarto, and you can install that. That is a wrap into Quarto CLI, and so that R package provides some function that you can use in the console, not in terminal. But for now, it's very straightforward. So we use a couple of functions, just like, such as render and publish, because then we are going to, when we are happy with our website, we are going to publish it on Quartopub. And now I'm going to, this is the third, so I've talked about Quarto. So these are the tools that we need. Quarto, Quartopub. Now here, now I'm logged in, I sign out. So Quartopub, it's a server, free server where you can upload your website for free. So it's absolutely freely available to everyone with its own customized address. Obviously, if you want to personalize the address with your name and everything, that would be something else. And so we have Quarto, and we have GitHub. Okay, so GitHub.
Federica, there's a question in the chat about if you need to update the version of Quarto, if that just means downloading and then installing the Quarto client. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just click on the latest version, and it will update to upon your old version. So you don't need to do anything else than clicking in here. It will save a package file. Then you click on the package file, save it on your desktop or download folder, and then it will install it automatically. But I'm not sure if it's strictly a requirement for this session, because you can even, if you haven't updated to the latest version, it is absolutely fine. So if you have Quarto working on your machine, should be okay. So the three tools are Quarto, Quartopub, and GitHub. I like to, for a minute, stop sharing. And can you put a green check if you have all three of these tools and you are ready to go? Okay, if you're downloading Quarto, it's absolutely fine. So we keep talking for a couple of minutes. So I give you the time to set up. But as you, Sophia, said, if you're just watching for now, that is absolutely fine, because afterwards you will receive first of all, it is a recorded session. So okay, it is a recorded session, so you can watch the recording afterwards, and below the recording there would be all the materials and all the code and everything. So you can even watch today, and then if you want to do it afterwards, you can do it with all the materials done. GitHub is optional, as we said, even in the description. So as well, I'm showing this very fast for you to have an idea of what, how it can be useful and how to use it. But if you don't have it now, it's not, nothing happened basically. Okay, you can set it up afterwards. I do, but I haven't connected R with GitHub. That's okay. So this is why it's easy. So you can use this package and setting up your name, your email. But for now, this is a bit out of the scope because it can take time. So it's just a version saver. So afterwards, you will receive all the description and documentation for putting your website on GitHub. And then afterwards, anytime you make a change, anything will be saved there. How do you get, how do you get the green check is, in the React, there is in the bottom bar, there is a heart. So if you click on the things, there are some options available. Recording and materials will be posted on our YouTube channel. And also, Raffaella, if you can put the address of our YouTube channel in the chat, please. And also Dorota will post on Our Ladies Global YouTube channel, and that will be published on our social networks such as Twitter, Mastodon, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, and so on. So stay tuned. We make sure that you receive the link for the recording. Okay, and also for those one who provided the email address, we receive an email with everything. Okay, yeah, I think it's I'm going, yeah. Okay, so let's get started. I'll share my screen again. No. Okay, so first, one more housekeeping things. So these are the website I have personally made. As I said, I'm not HTML expert, or I don't do this for work. Okay, but I did those things for necessity. Okay, so this is my website, and I made it with Quarto, and this is one of the way of doing it. So you have an home page with an image and everything. You have some tabs in here that you can click and leads you to other pages and everything. You can put whatever you like. You have an about section. You can put tabs, as I did it here, for example. And then at the very bottom of the website, there you can find like some extra customization. So this is there is a variety of options that you can use. This is another one, for example, that I've made and as you can see, it's of different types, has a different home page, and the content inside is like made of grids, and when you click inside, there are further grids and things. So it depends by the use that you're going to do. This is another one, for example. This is quite simple, straightforward, such as an image, and then the tabs are on this side. And then finally, this is Our Ladies Room website. So as you can see, you can customize them a bit. There is much more, and to get started, we go on guide quarto.org. If we go on guide here, there is the entire guide to make a website. Okay, but also there is a gallery where you can have a look at all those data scientists, researchers, and developer that have published their website in here. So then you can, for example, click here, and this will lead you to their code. So you can have a look at the code once you know how to do it. So let's go back to our guide. And we start, you can even use R in case you don't have one, with POSIT Cloud, for example, .org. If you go on positcloud.org, you can use R for free without installing anything. Now, POSIT Cloud, for example. If you go on POSIT Cloud, you don't need to install anything at all. You just log in, sign up first. So this is my POSIT Cloud, but you can just sign up and log in, and you have R available. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, this is R. What the first things that we do is create a new website. Okay, and so we do new project, and then new directory, and then Quarto website. Then he asked me for a name. I can say my web site. You can call it whatever you like, and then decide for a destination. For now, I'm going to put it here in Talks. Then I also click this one, create a Git repository, as I said, because then anytime I make a change, I want to make sure that I have a version control tool that will save my work. In case I want to go back to a previous state, I can do it. So then we just click create a project for now. You can set it up later. Nothing, it does nothing at all. So this is our website. Okay, this is what you start with. And so as you can see here in the files tab, we have a list of files. We have a Quarto YAML, and the Quarto YAML is basically the engine of your website. Here, you can basically put all the things that will affect the entire website. Okay, but then you have other pages, and you can even customize these pages within this section, which is a YAML section of the page. And so you can have a different design for some pages, even if the entire, you have set some things for the entire website, you can then customize single pages as you like. Okay.
You are in the chat set that they can't see your screen, or the screen that you're referring to.
Okay.
I can see your screen though. I see you sharing your RStudio.
Yes.
Okay, Sophia can also see.
I can also see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Yes, please advise me everything is any case something happened. Okay, so these are the files that we got here. So as you can see, we have a YAML, as I said, and also a Git ignore. This is because I have created a Git repository, so we can talk about this later, because any things that you write in here will not go to GitHub. So we talk about this later. And then, so this is the index is your own page. This is your own page. And as I said, the YAML is the engine that any instruction that you put in the YAML will affect the entire website, while the index is your own page. Then you can add other pages, of course. Okay. So in here also find the name of the project. So the project file, so which is, it's a container of all your things, and then a style CSS. because you can also write things in here for customizing the aspect of your the style of your website, such as the fonts and the colors and many other things. Then what else is important to mention is that these tabs up above here, within these tabs, there is a Git tab, which is now, it is not activated, neither connected to my GitHub account, for example, because as you can see here, the arrows down and up are not highlighted, so you cannot use it. So I still haven't connected my GitHub, my website to GitHub, but I am connected with my GitHub, so it's gonna be straightforward. But we I will do this later. Okay, there we go. So this is let's have a look how it looks like as is. I do render, I click this arrow here, I do render. Now the output appear in the viewer. So I can see that this is the website and I have an home page and an about. I haven't talked about the about because I just stepped away from my site. So it also provide so an home page, which is the index, and the about when you first create a website. So we go back to the viewer. So this is basic website. So we start making a bit of customization. How do? We go back, we don't know how to do it. We go back on Quarto website. And here there is the entire documentation. So we can choose between 3 options, but for now we choose R. And here it's all the things that we did it. And so this is the config file or the Quarto YAML, which is, as I said, is the engine. And it comes as is. But then we like to change some customization. So here there is more. So you can have a look at this page. And there are more customization, and as well as this other one. So these 3, I'm going to close these others because they are not important for now. Okay, so how do we want to start changing our website? First things, we look at the YAML. In case there is something in the chat.
No, you're good. I was just asking, he can see, and he fixed it. He figured it out.
Okay. So how do we want to set up our website? First things, we look at our engine. Okay, and also a quick mention that we have rendered our website passing through the index and click at render. We also could have done it, and this is something that we do more than once with the terminal, and this is the command line interface part of the Quarto. So we use Quarto render. We used to do we use this syntax to render the website without clicking this arrow, and this will render all the pages and everything. So when you hit enter, the website is rendered, and as you can see now, this folder side is already created, because we rendered it from here, but it's now updated in case we have made other changes, and it explains that the output has been created within the site in index HTML. And here you have your HTML. In fact, if you want to see in the web browser, this is your website. Also, you could also see it in the viewer by clicking this arrow here, and it will brought you to the browser to see the same things. Okay, so let's go back to our engine, and we like to so this is our title. We like to add some things. So we had a folder with posts, and inside we start adding other folders such as projects and talks and I don't know, other things such as papers. So inside, let's start with projects. Inside, it's good to have an index file. It's a Quarto file. Okay, for now, I'll just click this arrow because this way it will put the file just inside the location where I'm at the moment. And I could even done it from here, but then I will need to save it and specify the location where I want to be saved. But in that case, it will be slightly populated. In this case, it's empty. So we will need to build up our project home page. Okay, this will be our project home page. It is an index file, and it is inside our projects folder. Then what is going to happen here that you might want to have more files inside here, okay? And these files will be project 1. And so project 1, I go to source for writing my project 1, title, and so, okay. So now I can do the same things inside papers, inside talks and everything. But before doing that, I like to show you, save everything, that here I can like where is the viewer of my website? Okay, let's see. This is the viewer. Okay, this is my website. Let's say that I want this is the nav bar. This top bar in here is the nav bar. And so on the left side of the nav bar, I have my home page. This is the hyperlink reference. Okay, so the engine will go searching for this file, and the name on the tab will be home. In fact, if we go and have a look at the website, this is our home page. Also, this one will bring you back to home page. In fact, if I go to about, then I link to my website. I go back to the home page. I go to about, and so this is something that we see what's gonna happen. We can make different customization in it. Okay, so this is our about, and as you can see, Dorota asked me this. There is nothing such as text reference, but we could even change the about by adding an hyperreference here. Oops. And a text below or above. It doesn't we can call it differently, such as about me or something like that. And then we can also add our projects, such as we have a hyperlink ref, and our project is inside. This is our main directory, so we need to address these things to the project section. And so this will be in posts, and then projects. Okay. And this is projects. And then we call this as a project. Okay. Let's save this YAML and have a look at the viewer. Nothing changed in here. Let's render the index. Oh, I cannot see it. Okay, so the projects, it's here. And when I click in it, this is the home page of the projects, and there is nothing in there. Nothing is showing on my viewer. Okay. I don't know why. Did you ever look at these gears here? It says preview in the viewer pane. Is clicked. And so, okay, let's have a look at some extra customization that we can do. Okay, so now we understand that maybe the about will be nice to be put afterwards of the things, but as well I can add a right side of my navigation bar. In here it cannot be seen because it should be, why? Anyway, so here I can put things such as my GitHub, the feeds and everything. I don't know how to do it. So we can go back to Quarto and see that here, for example, is this. We can add more, and then there is more to say. For example, I can add extra things. And for example, if I go to my website, if I go to my website, okay, for example, I can have a look at these things, and for example, I can put the icon of GitHub and my GitHub, or I can put this is the Our Ladies Rome GitHub, but obviously you can put yours, or you can put Twitter, LinkedIn, or whatever you think is more appropriate. Always save this, and this should change, but now we haven't, I think we close the page. So we do Quarto render. And then another function is Quarto preview. And so we can see that now we have a nice GitHub link in here. Okay, and there is also a search option that comes with it. Okay, so now let's start customizing a bit. So we have CSS style and things. This is something that we can do. Okay, this is already done because I'm not on the right one. So this is my website. So this is something we don't know how to do it. So what we do is basically going to web. Okay, W3 Web School. No, this one here, W3 Schools, which is a website entirely on HTML customization, so CSS customization and everything. So here you have different types of things that you can use, and they are very simple and straightforward, such as, you know, you have this file, style CSS, and you are going just to grab these things. If we try ourselves, we see that this is with this code that we put in our file, this will be the output. Okay, so we go back to here and we just copy this and put it in our styles CSS and save it. Okay, as you can see that it says get. So it has, as we have our website open on a web page on a browser, this has changed the customization of our website. Okay, but this is not all that we do, because Quarto also as a I don't know how to do the things. So how can I do? I go on Quarto and click on the lens and search for theme. And here there are some options. And so, for example, I like to have a look at, this is for presentations. So I'm not.
Federica, someone told if you could show how you copied things from CS example.
Sure. This is the website, which I put in the chat. Sorry about that, but I couldn't see the chat. Okay, so you click in here and it will lead you to this page, and here you have different type of customization. I just stopped on the first one, home, and then if you scroll down, you see the CSS example. So you just select, copy and paste, copy this and paste it on your style CSS, which was empty, was like this, empty. You Ctrl-V and you have this, then you save it and it gets it again. So if I change it to pink, for example, and save it, he gets it. And when I go back and see the output, now it's pink. Okay, so what I was doing is searching for HTML and I think it's here. Okay, here, when you need something, you go on the lens, quarto.org, you go on the lens and type what you're searching. You have a scroll down and search for the things that you need. So as we are writing HTML, the theming are here, and there are provided some options. So the one that we are using at the moment, let's go back to our project. As you can see, it's a format HTML theme Cosmo. Okay, so I haven't talked that much about what's inside the YAML because you are building up step by step. There is something about the project and the type of project that can be a book, a presentation, a website, and everything. Then the type of project will be repeated here. And here it's all about what you want in your to appear in your website. And then there is a specification of the format. And then even the editor to see where you want that to appear, if in the viewer or directly into the browser. So now we have this theme Cosmo that we can change it to another one. For example, we can change, and here there is a chance to change it within 25 different type of themes. If we click on this Boots Watch, it's open up a page for themes within CSS and everything. So they are customized and enough that you put the name of the theme in lower cases, and it will set up your website. For example, I like, I don't know, this slate type. Then I show you what's happened if I do slate and then save it. Now remember that I've also customized a few other things in here. Okay, so I go back to our website, but as you can see, things changed. So now I have some customization, but not everything as was in this type of theme, because the CSS allows me to make further modification on a pre-made theme. Okay, so let's do more things. We have lots of tools and everything. Okay, let's go to, for example, use AI. Okay, so we already said that we don't want to use AI that much, but if we use ChatGPT, for example, and say, make a short introduction for my new website homepage. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mention that my website is all about data science, and I am a statistician. Okay. And so this is a very short introduction. So I take this and put it in my home page. So I go on search source, delete everything in here and just paste this. This is welcome to my website. And so it says few things. I can even add, I don't know, if I go to edit and then emoji, I can add some arts. Okay. And so when I save this, let's see what's happened. It gets it. So we go back in here, and this is my home page. Okay, as you can see, everything changed a bit because of the type of things. My project section is still empty. The about me is still like this. And so we keep going forward. More things can be done, such as another interesting things that we can, do. This is not what I want. Is we don't need that for now.
Federica,
Yes.
I just wanted to remind you that it's getting close to 1 hour, and
Yeah.
some people may need to drop off. But we have this meeting for longer, so we can keep going.
Yeah, we can like a bit do things a bit faster and by using something that is already made in here, just to show you what is gonna happen if we add other things. We can add to our website a footer, for example, and this would be you need to look at the level where you put those things. So this is the nav bar, and this is everything that goes inside the nav bar. The page footer, for example, when we add it, it would be at the same level of the nav bar. So we do this and add a page footer, for example, and then save it. Okay. This is just as the same as here, so need to be on this. So just you need to do a tab as is. So, and now it should appear, but it is not appearing. Okay, so let's go back. So obviously it takes a bit of time. Where is it? Okay, this can be, where is it? So the left copyright. Okay. Okay, as you can see now it's yellow and should work. So we render it again. And we have the output in the viewer and go back in there. So now this is, and we have the footer. Okay, so now that you have, do you have any questions, other things? Basically, now we do we go a bit faster. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. Okay. Hope you are all within the meaning of what is working and building up a website. Okay, what is going to happen here, that seeing that we are reached 45 minutes of this session, thoughts on Quartopubs or Netlify? Netlify. Quartopub is, just interrupt a second to answer this question. Quartopubs, you cannot customize your address. It's free. You can have lots of things and publish for free and everything. While if you want to like buy an address, you just, Quarto is built on Netlify, basically. Okay, but it's free. If you want to buy the name of the website, I suggest you to go to Netify and buy the name. And then instead of publishing on Quarto, you publish through Netify. So what I was saying now, I'm going a bit faster because now you have an idea of all the things that happen in here, and I'll show you how we can further customize a bit our website. Okay, so let's go back. So now we have added a footer, but our footer, as you can see, is only on one side. We can all even put something else on the other side. And just to give you an idea, and this is something very good that you can use, that this is on the left, but you can also put something on the right and even in the center. Okay, for example, here I've used those things. Okay, so I'm going to past these things, just check that everything is aligned correctly. And so, as you can see, I can use a bit of space in here. I can use left, center, and right. Same things I can do on the nav bar, left, right, and I can even add something in the center. And so in these three things show you that you can do three different things. You can just write, you can add links, and so you can even put logos if you want. But for now, we do just this. And let's have a look now. We have other things in here. More that we can do is, let me see what I did it here. For example, is adding a dark type of the theme. So if we add this, this is this type of theme. Let's go back. So the theme, if we specify, that can be light and dark. Okay, just as is. Let always double check the position, because when you check it and you see it's right, it's all good. So now this is a dark, and see what's happened when I click save. And now a button appeared. If I click on this, my website changes completely to another one. So I use this to, when I go to Bootswatch, to see how different themes can be. For example, if I use quartz, okay, and I go here and I put quartz and save it. So now I have another website. So I use this to decide, compare, but then you can even provide two different themes for your audience if you think that they might prefer one more than other, or just put the type light and dark. Okay, so different things can be done. What else I like to show you here? Okay, I like to, for example, change. Okay, this is for the code, and this is the table of contents. True. So when I add things and I specify the category, the table of contents with list the things that I have highlighted. So let's say that I have some projects. So I go to here, and I have some projects from another website, and I wanted to put it on my website and everything. So I just take my files, okay, and move them to my new website. And I put it here. Then I need the images as well, and I move them in my website projects. Okay, let's have a look at my index, because, for example, this is something that I already done it. And as you can see, our website, our index page was empty. So we had just a title. So I can add a description and then the contents I want to be appearing. So the listings, I sort by the sending date, and I show you all these other things. So I also keep this and move it to my website. Okay, so yes. Okay, so now let's have a look at what's happened to our website if something changed within the projects. Okay, nothing changed basically, because I haven't rendered my index file. And this is interesting to see, because few things update automatically. Others, such as things written within a project, a Quarto file, need to be rendered, each one. It doesn't release the update automatically. So we do Quarto render, and render these new files that I had in my into another project, and I want to put it in my website. So we do Quarto preview, and have, this is our website. If we go on projects, we go on projects. Okay, now things changed. Okay, I have my 2 projects inside. How I did this? I did that by, if we go on project index, because this is our home, this is the home page of our project section. So I always, there is something in the chat. Could you show how you copy these things? Okay, this is done. Do all new pages need to go in post? No, you can add, I said posts for a convention, but you can make other folders with other names. The important things is that when you go in your Quarto YAML, as you can see here, I call it posts, and so link it to a project folder, but we can even add another folder called, I don't know, suggest me something, such as, I don't know, videos, and we have a new folder here, and enough is that we just repeat this. Okay, this is the best way to do the things. And you do just video. And then in videos, you have an index. I said an index, but because this is for you to remember that this is your home page. So for example, just as this, and the video tab will appear on your, there you go, nav bar. Okay, so if you have any other questions, I think it's good time to start asking me questions. As I said, we were on projects index. Okay, this is our home page. And this is our projects home page. Now, before we had just a title, so we add a description and then we listing the content, and inside posts and projects, we have projects 1 and project 2. So we can do this. When you have many projects and you don't want to list all of them, you can just list the content of a folder. So you put all the projects inside another folder and you just link to the folder and it will read all the content inside. We put categories through. This is something that requires a bit of talk, so we will see. You find information on quarto.org. Also here there is a customization, page layout, and the title block banner. And so if we put, for example, this to false and save it, our project section hasn't got the bar appearing anymore. Okay, I think it's something in the chat. Does the home page file always need to be called index? No, this is not the case. It's for you to, as I said, the main home page need to be called index. This one here, this index here has to be an index. Because any website have an index.html. If I go inside the site, this is when you publish the website, the server will go and search for this file, search for the index.html file, because this file contains the entire website once it's compiled. So this one has to be called index. The one inside the folders can be changed, but you call it index for you to have a reminder that it is the home page of that section. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions or something in particular you want to know? So let's put this in the meantime. I go forward, so please interrupt me. It's now an hour. So what's happened here is that it will read your projects in Quarto. So you have made an article, you have made whatever you like. For example, this is predictive analytics for healthcare. Then this is your project 1. You always have a YAML. Go and search. You can put the categories, and those categories appear here. also you have the categories for each project in here appearing. When you go inside your project, okay, I go inside the project. I don't go inside the project. Okay, let me see. So I can do render on save. Anytime I make a change and save it, it render all the content. And so now we will see how it looks like. But one more thing is that you can put an image. This image is not the image of your article. Okay, as you can see, now it's open. I'm inside project 1. I don't have the image. As you can see, I don't have the image, but I have the image on the home page. So this one here is basically to have an image on the home page. A further customization, which is nice to have, is so as we see, this is happened because of our type of theme. So as you can see, you have the background of the code very dark. So you can change this by adding different color. And also, there is something in the chat. Can you make it so that the individual project page are available in the navigation bar? Sure, I can just, for example, I have another project. Let's say I have this talk project, and maybe this is not because I have this, oops, sorry, papers. Okay, I have this papers, and I move this to my website. And now I don't, I can even put it, what do you want, inside the post or just outside? So imagine that you have inside the post and you put it here. Okay, so because, yes, okay, then you, what you do here is like, let's go here and do href. And this was in posts and called papers. .qmd, and then this collect my papers. Let's go back to my website in posts, and I have paper 1, not papers, paper 1. Okay, let's save it. Something bad happened. QMD is like RMD. You can insert code chunk and have as exhibit. Yes, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what's happening in here. So, okay, now I have my papers. When I click in it, he doesn't find it.
You have a spelling mistake in the YAML
In the YAML?
for the href, yeah.
Yeah.
You put posts /PAPAER1, but I think it's just, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So now, let me see. No. Okay. So let's stop it and do it again to render. Because it has to be rendered. And now preview. Okay, let's go on paper. And now this is my paper in here. Okay, so one more thing that I wanted to show you is that nice things that you can add. Is this one here. Okay, so even this and that. Okay, you can add your site once you publish it and you have an address, then you can add your site, you can add your GitHub and everything. Also, you can add the little icon on top of the web browser. And also one interesting thing is this one. Okay, if I copy this and put it here. Okay, and now I'm going to take my image folder and move it to my website and put it there. So inside my image, I can create an image folder where I have a profile picture and everything. And so when I save this, okay. And preview. Now, as you can see, it's my profile picture here. And also, can you see the tab? There is this little icon here in the tab. And each page of my website has this, my image on a side. Okay, videos is empty. And even on paper. Okay, so this I'm missing few things. Okay, so then we didn't set up the about section, which is nice. So we can go back and set up the about section very call it about me very easily and say that okay, this is where I tell about myself. And also no, I like to put this theme, I can specify the type of theme inside my about. Okay, this is my about section. And let me see, go back to here and see. It's still a type of theme, but it is for let's go back in here. As you can see, there are type of themes in here that you can choose with an image, or this one here, for example, So let's go back, let's go here and have a look at not the quarto YAML, but the index, which is the home page. As you can see, there is an about template, which is this one here. And so I can add my about this. And when I click save, don't have the image in it, because then would be duplicating the profile, but I will add the image and save it. So this is my website. So now it's about me. We have to profile pictures. Obviously, here you can put something else, like your logo. We can put like Our Ladies Rome logo in there, just to give you an idea, okay, of the things, such as in the talks. I have the Our Ladies Rome logo, so I copy to my website, images, and save it here. Go back to my website, and I copy the name and put that in this site, PNG. So my chapter. Oh, okay, let's do that. Okay, so now things changed, and here I can put things about myself. I can use AI and say, describe me a bit, as I am a said statistician working on health data. Okay, even if it's wrong, it's just to have some things to put in there.
Federica, before you put the text in, there's a question. How did you quickly add all that text? Was it a shortcut? And I'm not sure which text.
Which text? Can they unmute themselves?
Yes, you should be able to unmute yourselves.
Yeah, just that you added about myself, and I forgot, if you just scroll up, you just added something to change the profile picture.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Do you mean in here?
and there was something like there were two pictures, two images in that
Yes.
file. Yeah, this one, the margin header. And it was like it just appeared suddenly. So had you copy and pasted it, or is there a shortcut to add kind of the structure so that then you can go and change it?
Do you mean this logo?
Yeah, but yeah, when you added it to the YML file,
okay.
the code that you added, it suddenly appeared without you typing anything. That's what it seemed like. Yeah, the
Okay.
margin header, colon, and you changed something to make it my chapter. But how did all that code just appear? Like,
Okay.
you do a copy and paste, or is there a shortcut to say add margin header, and then is there some default that gets added?
No, it's just that maybe I did it too fast. This is a new image, right? That I have added in the folder, and I've taken it from another project. Okay, and then basically, if I go back, if I do Command Z, I go back on the steps that I did it. Okay. So there we go. It's here.
Yeah, a little one step before, because from when I was looking at it, you had that favicon, that line, and then suddenly these two lines appeared, margin header and my profile picture.
Okay.
So was it a copy and
Margin,
paste you did it?
sorry about that, because I didn't, I couldn't hear you properly. So you're right. I go back now and put everything as it was. Okay, yes. This is our YAML, no? Okay, what I added was the favicon, this one here. To what does this is basically adding this icon on the top of the web browser. Can you see?
Yes, yes. I mean, I
Okay.
got that, but what I'm asking is, like, when you were typing, suddenly the next two lines appeared, margin header with the My Chapter and Our Lady's logo, right?
Oh,
When you're typing it in this YML file,
uh-huh.
it suddenly appeared.
Okay.
So I want to know whether, like, is there a shortcut to add these, like, I don't know, to call it tags, like margin header with this, or
No,
did you copy and paste it?
yeah, no. This one are this I added. Oh, that's absolutely. So I just added together. Okay. So, but then I changed it because this was a profile picture. Now it's a logo. Because we had the same image here.
Yes.
And so this margin header, it's an option that allows you to add an image on the right bar of your website on each pages if you put it in the YAML, okay, and you add this slash. While if you don't put it here, let's say take this off, okay, we don't have that anymore in
Yes.
any of the pages, but I just want this to be appearing in one page, such as my about, let's say, as it was before. So I can add this in here, but I need to make sure that the image is within the directory of my about, my file. In this case, the about is in the same directory of the folder images where the image, my logo is. So it will work fine. But if you are doing this within a folder, you need to have the image inside the folder, okay? So let's have
Thank
a look.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oops. Okay, now it's open. Okay. Where is it? My website. This is the old one. Okay. So now it's appeared here, but I want to see it in the browser. I can do Quarto preview or click in here. So as you can see now, the logo is only on this page and not anymore on the other pages. Okay, and I can have different ones. For example, in my blog, something that I just posted today, I have added this one, and it is not on the other ones. While I have an image here that appears on my home page of this project, which is different. When I click in it, it doesn't appear the image. And so this happens when you add this image and the margin header. So they can be two images or different. But in this case, when you have the about section, and you can add the about section in any pages, not only on the about. So you can have even another page with this in the YAML. The image will be within the page. Okay, so it's something that when you put your get start working with it, are all things that will be, you know, easily discoverable. Okay, you go on quarto.org, type the things, and everything should appear. So can you make it so that individual project pages are available on the sidebar? Are there any other questions? Was that a video? Okay, we can even, yes, that was a video. We can even add a video. We can add everything inside. For example, if I go to this folder, this is another project, okay? But just think about it, is the same thing. Okay, that's not to make a confusion, okay? Just you find everything set up on a GitHub repository with all explained afterwards. But for now, just have a look at this one, because for the sake of time, we cannot do everything. So let's say I have this talk article settled. I can add the video in here, for example, from YouTube, and you can just have a look at the website. This will be a website. Let's go back. Quartopub. This is mine. Pick it up. Okay. Okay, that doesn't matter. I have the website in here. So let's go and have a look at this website. So this is what can be at the end, and you received everything. This is how I made this website. And here is a talk section with some videos, as you can see. Now, if I click inside, I go on the article and there is a video.
There's a question in the chat. Can you explain how you did the animation in the navigation bar? It was in one of your websites.
Yes. This is something that some other from the Our Ladies helped me doing it. So it is not, I was like fascinated about doing those things. And so, oh, sorry, I'm going to, oops, sorry. Okay. So I was very fascinated about it, and I didn't know how to do it. And it is, I would say, sort of be complicated. Let's close all the other things for now and just focus on this. So this is my own page. Okay. This is my website. Where is it? Sorry about that. Okay, this is my website. Okay, as you can see, I've used that about style of page, and this is the bar. So when you go and want to add these things, the title, it's a HTML language. So you need to specify the title is a multiple strings type of title, and you do that. And this is one step. This is not done. So then what you do, it's basically add within the format HTML something that says including header, a text, and you need to add these things. And then it's not done. There is an HTML things in here which will grab this multi-string things, which says, welcome to my blog, comma, here you find blah, 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 comma, stay tuned for blah, blah, blah. And then you say speed 50, loop, and everything. So just, it's not, it must be, there is not yet a customization in Quarto, but it will be soon. So thankfully to my friends who helped me doing it.
So Federica, I think we only have about 20 minutes left before the meeting closes. Could you show how to publish maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
So now imagine that you have your website. Let's go back to our website. Now I'm not in Quarto anymore. Okay. No, why this thing? Why is not? It's not. Let me in. Okay, forget. No, there is not it is not a big issue, because what we do is basically closing this Chrome and open up a new one with Our Ladies Room, which we have a Quartopub, log it in. Okay, I'll work that out later. And so let's go back to my website and have a look at how it looks like. We are in my website. And what we do in terminal, it says Quarto preview. And this is our website. Okay, so I want to publish this website in my Quartopub. What I do is now doing Quarto, publish, and it Quarto publish, and then it says there are various options. You say Quartopub, and then what is the email? In this case, we use Our Ladies Room, and say my site, my website. And so it's basically publishing the website. And now you have everything stored on GitHub, and you might want to connect, and there it is. This is the website which is published. Okay. So helpful if at the end you could share any other tips, tools that you have found useful to create some. Yes, another one more things that is very, very interesting is this, and I also like to share it with you, which is a nice website where you can basically, as you can see, this one. Okay. This is a website. And then I put in the chat. Okay, let's first have a look here. Okay, so this is image IX. Okay, there are lots of images that you can look at. Okay, for example, let's have a look at this image. So this is one of the images that are in there. And so you can like search for more within that index. And then because it's important that as it's good to have a URL, so you don't have the image that might be very big or with a very good resolution that might take space within your project. So you don't have it, you don't store it in your project, but it is online. And so you can, with this style, have a background for your home page, and with specifying no repeat, as for this one here. Now, you see, this is the image, and it's below, and this is no repeat, so it ends.
Are you there, Federica? Can anyone else hear me? Okay, so I think Federica's connection is gone. Yeah, she just left. Okay, yes, thank you for everyone for coming. I think we can probably stop here. I apologize that it went over, but thank you for staying, and we will share the recording afterwards. Oh, she's back. Great. See if I can, she's still a co-host. Okay, you're muted, Federica.
I'm muted. I'm sorry about that. So I'll put everything in a GitHub repo and with a blog post and with the recording and everything. So you have all the information for answer your questions. Obviously, you need to keep doing it, practice a bit, changing things as you like, and then if you have, you know, like an eye for design, matching colors, object, and do a nice structure, it's going to be a very good job.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Oh, there's one more question. How would you publish using GitHub? Is it easy to do or figure out?
Yes, it is easy to do, easy to figure it out. I was about to answer these questions, and it's within GitHub Pages. It is an option that you, as you have seen, there was Quartopub and GitHub. So if you click on GitHub, then it will be creating a branch called GH Pages, and this branch will post automatically directly into the repository that you have connected, because we haven't connected our repository yet. So this is something that we need to do. But molte grazie per aver partecipato. Grazie a tutti. So alla fine, at the end of this this workshop, when we post the recording, we also provide the guidance for connecting the GitHub. Okay. Thank you very much. Starting on local, yes, I recommend creating a GitHub repository first with a redeem, and then create a new project based on GitHub. But you can do the other way around, which is also absolutely fine. You just do git init, and it will be connecting your repository. Also on GitHub, there is a few lines of code that you just copy and paste on your terminal. So I will prepare a blog post with all the description, so then you can eventually set up your GitHub as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Federica. It was wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope that is